I was saying before you came in, I don't know if you heard it, with your song Freedom,
Okay.
and this being 9/11, it's just like, it just all fits. The puzzle pieces are fitting.
Wow.
And to have you here on this day, which is it's a very bittersweet day for us, and for you and for everyone.
Yeah.
You bring with you this incredible feeling of warmth and love, and that's why we love having you here. Thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you. All of that makes me feel nervous to hear, but I tell you what, the thing for me is I just appreciate it. I appreciate this opportunity of all days, to come here, to be able to be here at Z100 and, to play that song. It means a lot to me because it's a rare opportunity. I feel like people's hearts and minds are open on a completely different level, and so I appreciate the opportunity.
So before we get into Freedom,
okay,
if you want to, if not, where were you on 9/11?
Here,
14 years ago,
New York City.
Can you tell us what the day was like for you?
Man, I was so frightened because it was okay. Here was my experience. So I heard a crash, and I thought someone had gotten into an accident up the block because I heard like a boom. And so then my friend called me and she was like, some crazy person just made a mistake and crashed their plane into the building. I'm like, all right, cool. She's like, look at the TV. So I turn on the television and I see the building and I see smoke and I hear people outside going, oh no. And I'm like, man, that's a really bad car accident because I'm disoriented a little bit. And so when I look at it, I turn to one station, it's the same thing. I turn to another station, it's the same thing. And the lady's like, yes, we're out here right now and such and such and such and such. So do you mind telling us what's going on? She's like, yes. So I'm walking and just having a good morning. I go get my coffee, running late. And I look up and I'm like, oh my God. Boom. And then the screen goes out. It was the second plane. Oh. So instantly, I'm just thinking Orwellian at this point. I'm like, World of Worlds, like I don't know what is going on. And I was so panicked and how you doing? There's your dog.
Hey, Max.
And I was stuck in New York for a few days because, the whole city was under martial law. And literally, when we came outside later that night, you couldn't walk across the street without showing ID, literally. And the only person down there on the Mercer, the only human being, it was the weirdest thing in the world. It was like watching I Am Legend. The only person that was standing outside was Harrison Ford.
Really?
Dude, it was. What
was he doing? Just standing there?
He was walking.
He was walking.
Yes. I will never forget that.
Wow.
Man, that was that's one of the scariest times of my life.
Now, the days after 9/11, do you remember how the country turned into this unified place where people weren't getting into road rage fights on the highways for a while? People were actually being nice to each other for a few days.
Yeah, because we realized we needed each other.
Yeah.
We realized that. So we tend to forget from time to time, especially these days. We forget. But we need each other. We need that.